Alright, first off, I'm sorry this has been the biggest fail of all fails for me. I don't know if anyone has ever worked in a toy store or somewhere that sells toys when there is a like it item that everyone has to have for their kid, but everyone involved from the top down to the lowliest of stock people absolutely lose their minds. Like, they can't think about anything else, and that's what I've been dealing with at work. So I'm sorry, and I'm going to try and be better. But moving on. First thing, complexly. Madeline made me one of the bracelets that say the DFTBA and complexly. And, well, first off, I think that about half of the people who see it ask me if complexly is actually a word, but the other half tend to go, so, like, I mean, I know what the word means, but, like, what does it mean? And then I kind of try and explain, it means imagining a person as a person and not as what you think they're supposed to be, remembering that they have parts of their lives that you don't know and things like that. And usually it just kind of gets like weird looks. And it's funny because I actually had a girl message me on Tumblr the other day because she had seen some posts about LeakyCon in Portland. She was like, hey, I'm going to London. Do you have any advice? And among many other little things of advice, I reminded her, the celebrities and actors and things that are there are real people. Don't stare at them like they're in a zoo when they're all in their little roped off section at the ball. Remember to imagine them complexly. Also, leaving. I understand where Margot is coming from in that there was a point last year when I was just like so fed up with everything that I was ready to pick up my entire life and just leave. But then it was kind of like Madeline said, it would be so much harder for me to just rip off the Band-Aid as far as my little cousins were concerned, than it would be with like all of my friends. So, in theory, I like the idea of ripping off the Band-Aid. In practice, I could never do it. Getting into the mindset of Margot, that's another thing. First time I read it, I hated Margot with a passion. Now, I kind of understand where she's coming from and like wanting so desperately to be an individual, because I feel like I kind of was that way in high school too, and I think it's only looking back now that I'm like, okay, that's why I didn't like it the first time I read it. I probably saw something of myself in her that I kind of wished wasn't there. So I kind of like her a little bit more. I still kind of don't, but I don't know. My feelings on Margot are very confusing, and I just don't know. I don't know how to explain them, but mainly I like her a little bit more than I liked her the first time, but I still don't like her. Oh, the other thing that made me really mad about her, and I feel bad because now I'm just kind of like dogging on Margot. Is that a word that people use anymore? Dogging? I don't know. Anyways. I feel bad because I really have just been really mean to Margot. But one thing that made me so mad was, she left this wonderful like scavenger hunt of clues and everything that, were like a great bonding experience for Q and all of his friends, and then gets mad because her friend is smart enough to figure it out. Like, what? I don't know. Okay, I'm done. Girls, I will see you Monday because I will be switching with Madeline, as she mentioned earlier this week. Okay, bye.